Have you ever watched a movie that seems to be going in one direction and then suddenly it drops a new piece of information and everything you think you know about the plot suddenly flips upside down? And then if the movie is done really well, the truth was right there in front of your eyes the whole time. You just didn't see it. Did you know this can happen in real life as well? It's called Lost. Now here's the plot twist. When you lost, you're not actually seeing anyone. Now, I know this sounds really strange because usually lost means you're super focused on a person or an object of desire. But the truth is, you're zoomed in, but not on a person. You're only zoomed in on a part. The word lost is often used in sexual context, but it can be used in other ways as well. For instance, a lust for power refers to an intense desire for control, authority, and dominance over others, or a lust for money or material possessions. Lust is a shaded lens that portrays a fiction at the expense of real people or situations. If it's towards a person, it works to emphasize their sexual features and de-emphasize everything else. If it's for a position, it's focused on the intense desire to have that position without considering the sacrifices made to earn it or the discipline needed to sustain it. A lot of people mistake lust for love, attraction, or attachment, but in contrast, love always seeks to see the whole person or situation. Love is a clear lens showing a real person whom God has created, whom He knows and He loves, however imperfect he or she may be. Attraction, on the other hand, involves increased energy and attention towards a preferred partner, whilst attachment is characterized by an emotional union and compassionate love for a partner. Lust is considered a sin because it only focuses on gratifying oneself, which often leads to toxic actions, to fulfill one's desires without considering the consequences. And it is deadly to the one who lost, because whilst they're focused on just one part, which is their object of desire, what they're not seeing or what they're missing is the great consequences that comes with it. Let me tell you a quick story. A woman named Tamar, the daughter-in-law of Judah, was widowed when her husband passed away. According to customs, it was required that the next of kin care for a brother's widow, so Tamar was given to Er's brother Onan, but unfortunately he also passed. And the youngest son, Shelah, was too young to marry Tamar, so her father-in-law Judah asked her to go back to her father's house and wait till Shelah was of age. However, when Shelah was old enough, Judah didn't honor his promise, leaving Tamar in limbo. So she had to remain a widow and could not get married. She then devised a plan. She disguised herself as a prostitute and tricked her father-in-law Judah into sleeping with her. She got pregnant by him, therefore secured her place in the family. Whilst Judah was focused on satisfying his desire by inferring with a prostitute, he unknowingly lost three things to her: his signet, his cord, and his staff. Let me explain the gravity of his actions. His signet represents authority, ownership, and authentication, usually worn on a ring in lieu of a signature. In Genesis, when Pharaoh transferred power to Joseph, that took his status from that of a prisoner to a prime minister, he did it via transfer of a signet. That was what Judah gave away: the power, authority, and elevation that God has put upon his life. His cord represents this. When Joshua sent spies into Jericho and Rahab hid them, she was told to tie a red cord to her window. So when the town was destroyed, she would be spared, she and her family, as a covenant made with her. Judah's cord serves as a covenant, a bond from one to another, which means he has bound himself to his sin, his mistake, his loss. The list is endless. A staff is for protection. In ancient Israel, a staff was used by men even from a young age of 13. They carry it around the village to ward away dogs, stray wild animals, or invasive people. While lost may seem harmless and insignificant, it is of great consequence. It can cost you your identity, your power, your authority, your protection. And not only does it bind you to that sin, it also strips you of your ability for redemption. Namaste.